Assalamu alaikum and hello again. We are solving Summer 2016 Paper 2 Variant 1 Task 3 the database. You are now going to prepare some reports for company. Make sure that all currency values display the euro sign and are to 2 decimal places. So this note we have to carry on for the whole task for the database. Now using the stable database package, which is Microsoft Access in our case, import the file sports, use these field names and data types. We have to stick to these names and to these data types, and we have to note these comments. This is rating, it will be integer, residential yes or no. Course cost, it will be numeric, currency, and duration, it should be integer. Course code, it will be the primary key, and we have to save our data. As usual, the evidence will be the table design to show the field names and data types. So first of all, we have to run the access blank database, and we have to choose our working area. In here I will do it right here. Okay, I can just use the default name and create. Now I will close the empty table, and from external text file, and I have to browse to find out add sports. Not here, it's in this one. Add sports. Okay, now I have to tick here first row contains field names because we have the field names. Advanced, now I have to check that the names against what we have here. So course code, activity type, rating, location, residential, course cost, and the duration. Text here integer, and boolean for residential, and here residential, it will be boolean, which is yes no. Now course cost will be currency, and last field duration should be integer. So by this I have done the formatting. Now back to the wizard, next, and choose my primary key. As they said, course code should be the primary key. Next, and you can keep the name as it or just add sports, it's up to you. Now close. I have now to check in the design view the here yes no. I have to make it also here yes no to prevent showing -1 no 0. Then in the currency it should be euro, so this is the euro, and rather than auto it should be 2 decimal places. And also here nothing. Now this is integer short, so just save and view. This is euro, 2 decimal places, integer, text. Everything is okay. So back to the question paper to make the screenshot. So the screenshot will be, as you see here, the add sports. Just to make the yes no and euro, I like to make this just to show all the editing that I have done. Then back to question 21, create data entry form which include all fields from add sport table. Use a drop down menu in the location field to accept only these locations: Cornwall, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and France. Now it will be in the data entry form. They did not ask to make it in the table. Now let's do it in the form. Now this is the form. This is text. I will not use it as text. I have to go to the design view, and this is the course code that we will replace. Now in the design we will make a list. So we have here combo box. I want the combo box to get values from another table. I will type find a record based on some selection. Let's find that I want just to see what is going on. Now if I want the location from here, we will find that we have a problem. Why? Because it is repeated. As you see, Cornwall, Scotland, they are with repetition because they are just moving your options from the real table. So I will not. So for our case, I will type the values that I want. Now just let's check the exam paper to write here Cornwall, Ireland, Scotland, Wales and France, okay. Now I will store the values in the field which is location. Then it will not be combo 34, it will be location. Finish. Now this is my new. I will save my form and view. I have these 4 selections, so I can delete location from here to be replaced. So back for location, and here is the location. You can now just adjust the size, the width of your fields, and you have it like this. Now this is making what? The location to be a list of these fields. Let's add something to our question. In our question, it's talking about drop down menu that accept only. The word accept only, it means we have to do some validation rule. The validation rule will be done in the table. Let's see how. Now I will close this form and back to my table. Here is the validation rule. I have to write the locations: Cornwall or Ireland or Scotland or Wales or France. Now, after I wrote the validation for the the locations. Now I have to write in the validation text the text or the message that will appear to my user. So enter only the location list, save, yes, and let's check. If I am here using Cornwall in 1L, not in double L, now the validation rule is telling me I am limited to this list. Okay, so close it and back here to check if I can write Cornwall in 1L. Also my validation rule is working to my form, so I have nothing missed for this question. So they are asking you to show the drop down menu and how you have limited the data entry to these 5 values only. So you have to take a screenshot for your list here like this. So this is my first screenshot and this one should be my second screenshot, just only here. This is your evidence for the limitation and this is for the list. Okay, now we have to work also on the form. We have to add some navigation buttons, as you know. So now we finish our work for our buttons after we have done our duty to make the list. Next and last, add a new record operation, add a new, and maybe sometimes we need to close the form and so on. Now my form is done. Let's back to question 22. It's asking you to use this form to enter this data CO29 and so on. So let's do it. Close the table and here add new. This is record number 301. Now we have entered the values, the record that they have asking us to, and we have to get some screenshot and do it in our evidence file. Evaluate the design of your data entry form and type this evaluation. We will talk that we have to do here the title and sports, a new record maybe. So I have to talk that we have a title. This title is in large font, bold. We have drop down list, we have the navigation buttons, the space is logical, we have all the fields are visible and so on. So back to the screen for the exam. Question 24, import the file ratings into a new database. Activity rating is my primary key. Create one-to-many relationship between add sports and the ratings for the rating. Okay, now close Yes, external text file, browse. Now ratings, okay. Next, it contains, yes, as you see, integer text. So here integer text. The rating here is my primary key, and I can just use the same name or keep ratings, finish and close. Now relationship, add, close and make it visible. Ratings here, one to many, activity rating to rating. The table's names are visible. Now you can also enforce as you like. Now get your screenshot, then back to your evidence file and put it with a crop. After this, use fields from both sports and ratings. Produce a report which contains a new field, daily cost, which is calculated at runtime as currency. As you see, new field calculated at runtime. It will be done in the query. Shows only the records where type. Here it's talking about the criteria, the contents of our report, so it will be in the query. Shows only the fields. We will collect them in the query and try to make them in the order, but we have to be ensured by the report wizard that they are in this order. Sorts the data into ascending order of activity within the ascending order of location. Then all the rest of these steps will be done all in the report. So let's do our work. Question 25. Now create, go to query wizard here, and it is simple. Now let's get our fields. Course code here, location, activity, level. Here there is nothing about level. Back to ratings, this is level. Now duration here, residential now, and daily cost. We will not find daily cost. This is course cost, and if you find here, it's not available. Why? Because it will be new. As you see, you can't find it now, so I will delay the daily cost. Then next, it is step 25 and finish. Now by this I have to back to the first step of my question and find out daily cost, how it is calculated. It will be calculated as course cost divided by duration. So here course cost is not added, so I have to add now course cost. Okay, save, and the duration is added. Now why I did this? Because I want course cost to be shown here in my builder. If I did not add course cost, I will not find it. So I may have some problems in my work, in the forgetting some needed brackets or in some spelling error. Now I have to name it daily cost, vertical dots, then it will be course cost divided by duration, as easy as this, and delete expression, save, and I will hide course cost. It's not needed to be displayed, so just hide the box and view. Now this is the daily cost. As you see, daily cost, it should be currency, right? So please back and property sheet, it should be euro with 2 decimal places as mentioned in the brief before the task here. So we are doing well, euro 2 decimal places, and back to the design, and let's see. We have done daily cost, currency, and it is the course cost divided by the duration. Now shows only the records where type is water, residential yes, duration is 12 days or less. Now all of us become confused because of this 10 days or less. It means in the math it is less than or equal duration, 12. So let's do the criteria. Type, we don't have type here, so I can just add type by double click. It appears at the end, and in the criteria I will write water. Yes, save and view, it's all water. I will not find other than water. طيب. After this, residential is yes. Here is the residential, and I will write yes. Now save and view, residential is all yes, and type also is all water. Now the duration is less than or equal 12. Save and view. Now duration 2, 10, 12. So the maximum number here is the 12. The last condition excludes those activities located in Scotland. It means anywhere but not Scotland. So I will come here to the location and write not Scotland. Once I write not Scotland, this means I don't want to see the Scotland. Here, the locations, I have no Scotland. It will be 42 records. So I'm done. Now let's go to make our report. It will be landscape, single page wide, and in the design we will work on the sorting. The sorting order, it will be activity in ascending, then the location in descending. No worries. Now create and make our report wizard. Now I will take them in order, but as you see we will not take daily cost or type because they are not listed in the work, but we have to get the daily cost. Sorry, yes, type I will not take. The course cost, it's already hidden by the query. So here is the next. We have to be careful that they are all together, there's no grouping, and I will not do the sorting here. It will be landscape, أكيد tabular. Then I will name it step 25 as the question or the instructions. Now let's work on a group and sort, and here's the sort. We will do the sort in ascending order of activity, A on top, it means ascending. Add another sort, which is the location. Here is the location, also ascending, A on top. So I'm done with the sorting. Save and view. Here is our location and activity. It is sorted according to them. Now the page is landscape. Let's make our work all visible and make it as single sheet, single page wide. Now I want to fit my work. Now by working on this daily coast, now I am sure that I am in the landscape and this is the edge of my single sheet wide. So I'm working, yes. Now what is the title for this report? It is residential water activities. So rather than this title, water residential, and back, I have done this. Calculate the total number of course codes in the selection and position this number under course code. Now this is the course code. Back to the design, it will be easier here. Click on course code box, then totals and get count. This is the count, and save your work. You will find it here at the end because it is in the report footer. 42, yes. Now we have to make a title for this course code. It will be as in the question, total water codes to the right of my count. So back here to the label and write total water codes. This is maybe the first time we have to work on a label to the right, but we are doing as instructions. Save your work, and the last thing has your name, center number, candidate number at the bottom of the report. So it should be here in the report footer because it is the bottom of the report. Now label for sure, and please write your name as in the statement. Okay, and I will make it here just to fit. I don't need the time. I can just use this space or area. Now print preview. I have to check my work. Now next. This is the rest. 42, my name at the end of my report, so I can just print my work. Now question 25 is done. I have done the print, and they are asking you to show the screenshot to show the formula how to calculate the number of activities. So please, we have to make screenshot here for the count and put it with the crop for your evidence here. Like here, but I have to make crop, no need for all of this. It's just only back. Produce and extract from all data where the activities include ski or snow, located in France, and the rating is 5. 26 is easy, and it is just talking about an extract. When they say extract, they mean just only the query, and we will not make a report. Let's do it now. Close your report and create. Let's do query wizard. Now select only activities, so I need activity, a location, France, rating. So let's find here the activity and location and rating. I have to be careful, I am selecting from the original table. They are asking us to show activity, course code, it should be displayed, course cost also in this order, sort course cost in descending order. Okay, so here step 26 and back to design. We have to go to the activity. Now if I write ski or snow, let's see, it's not working. Why? Because it includes, as you see here, it includes, so it will be star ski star or star snow star. Now save and view. Now ski or snow. Now the location is France. Save and view. Now it is France, ski or snow, and the rating should be just only 5. So the rating is 5. Back here, and wow, we are doing right, France, and everything is okay. Now let's see, show only activity, course code, course cost. Activity, location will not be displayed, rating will not be displayed, then course code, course cost in this order. So I'm doing in the order. You can also drag and drop, but we don't need for today. Now course cost should be in descending, so because it is just only this one and we don't want to make the report, so we will make the sorting as descending from here. Save your work and check. Yes, it is the 6,000 on the top and the 100 on the bottom. Now what should we do? They are talking about an evidence here. Place in your evidence a screenshot showing a criteria you have selected for the required records. So just we have to make here a screenshot just like this and back to our evidence file. To make it, also you may crop like this just to make it easier for you if you want to enlarge. Now this is your evidence. Okay, now save your work and so that it can be imported into your document that is saved in step 19. So you can export it as Word or in text, it's up to you. Like CSV, it can be copied and pasted, or it can be in RTF or document, so nothing is impossible here. Just back, close, and step 26, export. You can do it as Word, and you have to be careful about your working area. Sometimes they are asking you just to make an evidence that you have saved this work. Now if we back to our working area, here we can find it. As you see, it is here step 26 as RTF, and previously I did it as also as Excel, the CSV, so it's up to you. By this we have finished our work in the document, in the database.